Hello, PropDoggers!
Woohoo! Hello!
Hello, right, okay, Friday again. So, hello everybody, and just looking, what's that on the camera?
All that
on
gunk.
the tripod, yeah, gunk on the, sorry, there's just stuff all over the bottom of the camera
Blu-Tack,
tripod, so,
Someone
yeah, okay, never mind. So, right, hello everybody, who was first on? Was it Finley? No,
Robert
Finley.
Van Buren.
Finley, you were beaten, mate. You were beaten. So apologies if anyone got a bit confused yesterday.
Because Robert Van Buren's second, because obviously yesterday.
Finley was first yesterday. So basically, we doing, babes. So yeah, I was just I went home early yesterday to sort some video stuff out, and I'm sitting playing around and testing stuff out ready for today. And then I looked down, and there's comments coming up, and hang on, we're going live. For some reason, I must have pressed a shortcut key to send the video live yesterday. So for those who got a bit excited and thought it was either a Friday or that we're having a day early, apologies for that. So a few of you got to see my kitchen at home. But yeah, we are here today, and I hope you like the new intro. If you didn't see the intro, afterwards do check out the intro, because Rob Bradbury has very kindly done us some more artwork, which is very funny. If you watch the last few episodes, you'll have seen the laugh about the Nicolas Cage look-alike, and Alex with his
Rick Ashley.
Yes, Rick Ashley stuff. So yeah, it's a great new intro. So right, and hello everyone. I hope everyone is well and safe. Lots to talk about today. I mean, a lot. We've got loads of reviews. We've got loads of new products here to talk about. Oh well, say new products. Some not so new, but maybe new to you guys. We've got a very excited Bobo. Come on, you come up there. Right,
I think it's having from that.
Face masks, by the way. We've got face masks in at last. So we've had these, every time we've got a load in, we get them in like 10 or 20 at a time. They just sell out immediately, so I've not been able to show you them. So if you haven't seen one of the PropDog face masks, this is the PropDog face mask, that way around. Coming in a medium and a large. This is a medium.
And you can see the improvement already.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And the large size is just a tiny wee bit bigger, like that. But they do fit really, really well, and they are really nice. And quite somewhat stylish, although I did have a rather weird email this morning. An anonymous email came in from somebody saying basically, how dare you cash in on this COVID-19 while people are suffering and the NHS are in shortage of face masks, which are not, and I can't believe you're making money out of this. I'm like, what the hell? And as you said to me, you know, the ice cream man comes out when it's sunny. You know, we're giving somebody something. If they want them, they buy them. If not, don't buy them. It's as simple as that. You can buy them on eBay and Amazon now for £5-6. If you want to pay a bit extra, have a stylish PropDog one with the cards on, what's the problem with that? But yeah, some people, never mind. Anyway, right, so...
Cabin fever. Cabin fever.
Yeah, it's getting to everyone's head. Yeah. So yeah, loads to talk about today. Loads.
Where to start?
Well, let's start with a few comments, see who's joining us, and then we'll just pick something randomly to talk about. So, oh, by the way, 2 weeks ago now, we sent some products out to review to a few random people who we just chose, and two of them have come back, so we've got 2 reviews on that. We've got Jason doing a review on... the Bill Abbott's Magic for Children, and we've got your book corner coming in as well. And just a few other bits and bobs to talk about.
I haven't seen the customer reviews yet. So
have you not?
No, I'm excited.
Okay, yeah. Well,
yeah.
You're going to be a pain, Bobo. She's just kind of got used to coming down and being around here. She's all right as long as she doesn't choose something. Right, so yeah, we've had a few books ruined already. Right, so yeah, Finley, second mate, losing it. Yeah. I used to have so much respect for you, Finley, you know, always being first, but now, I don't know, second. Robert Van Buren says, hello, gang, and PropDog. And Matthew Colley says, good afternoon. Afternoon, Michael Brimmer, Michael Cooley, Paul Sunderland. Good evening, guys. You had me worried then about being 4 minutes late. Yeah, we were going to be on time, but we had a last-minute order come in for special next-day delivery, and we do try and honour these things and get them out as fast as we can. Yeah. So Alex did a secondary last-minute run straight to the post office and whizzed up there. Just got back for about 4 o'clock, so by the time we got everything sorted, it was a little bit late. But yeah, we try and get as near to 4 p.m. as you can, but can't always be done. Afternoon, Andy Tigley, Simon Keane, Ottar. Hello, Ottar, my friend. It says, hey guys, best day of the week. Absolutely, Ottar. Frank Valenti's there. Howdy, guys. Howdy to you over in Florida, Frank. Scott says, hi guys. Wow, it must be Friday already. Haha. Thanks for the advice on birds the other day, Dave. You're most welcome, Scott. So
I assume he means cockatoos or...
No, women.
Okay.
Just needed a bit of advice on, you know, women.
Just checking.
A guy like me has a lot to offer for women, you know. You know, I've had my luck in my time, in my day. But yeah, no, it was on budgies actually, budgies. Yeah,
budgies. There you go.
So yeah, Scott's looking to get a budgie. Right. Oh, Andrew Van Buren is also on. So Robert and Andrew.
Right.
Have a look at YouTube reviews. Yeah, that's his brother. Yeah. So, Brian's there. Brian Robson, hello, mate. And Tony's there. And here's me thinking it's Saturday. Yeah, that's because I confused you yesterday, Tony, with a partial live yesterday, I guess.
Well, Peter Burkitt did ring up yesterday and said, is there not going to be a live today? So, scared me, actually. I was thinking, like, oh, gosh. But, yeah, there was.
Yeah, as you said, cabin fever. It's affecting us all. There we go. Even Bobo. Right, Audi from the New Forest, says Chris Gallanders, or Gillanders, sorry. Michael Brimmer, afternoon, Alex 2. So you, Alex 2, where's Alex 1? This one somewhere. Sean Mack, he says, hi guys, just wanted to say I'm disappointed. I put an order in on Tuesday morning and it was in the post that afternoon. It arrived early Thursday morning with everything present. What I'm annoyed about is that you give me nothing to complain about as usual. Brilliant service, thank you. Thanks, Sean. We do our best. But again, you know, that's not down to us. You know, well, it's down to us for posting it. It's down to Raw Mail. They deserve a little bit of credit because they are getting faster and faster. So Jonas says, hey, it's PropDog Day. Yeah,
PropDog Day. We should have one. We should have an annual PropDog Day.
Yeah, we should, shouldn't we? We should have a PropDog convention. Maybe one day we'll do a PropDog convention. Yeah. And we got the prop doggers saying, and I've always thought, you know, we should start up a saying that if you want something, prop dog it. You know, it's like if you want to find it, you Google it, or people say Amazon it. No, they say eBay it, don't you? eBay it, Google it, prop dog it.
Prop dog it.
I want mental dice. I tell you what, prop dog it. Oh, there we go. Mental dice. There we are. 3 left, by the way.
So this is. I rearranged this shelf last night, and there was a nice stack of mental dice.
There was.
And prop doggers have been buying them.
I know.
It's been shrinking.
How dare they ruin your display,
Rotten.
Alex? Yes,
it's rotten.
Yes. Very nice, by the way. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll have a look around the shop. We've got a new card display on the wall, actually. We'll show you in a little while. So we spent a couple of days last week getting all that sorted out. It looks amazing. So we'll show you that. And Alex has been doing some nice little displays around the shop. He's getting in touch with his creative side, his feminine side. Right. I waffle on sometimes.
Yeah, go on.
Jen says, hi, Dave. Hello, Jen. Hope you're well. George Grayson says hello. Just Andrew Corrigan, how's things? Good, thank you. And Jake Allen's there says, hey, afternoon. Tim Shady, hi, guys. Any competitions today? I've done a competition. Well, yeah, we could give something away later, can't we? Yeah, we'll give something away later on. I have no idea what, so we'll find something. Kevin Peel says hi to the PropDog crowd. Adam O'Brien says hello. Andy Tingley says, I wondered what was going on. I saw PropDog was live. I wondered what was happening. Yeah.
There you go.
Hi Alex, hi Dave, says John Gorner.
Hi, John.
Kenny Canambra says, hi Dave, thanks for shipping my mental dice, waiting for on the postie. Won't sleep. You're going to have so much fun with it, so much fun. It is great. George Grayson says, any ideas for David Stone's tool gimmick? Well, apparently there was something like 1,000 different effects you can do with it. You know, it's just ridiculous amount of things you can do with it. So, if you go onto the Magic Cafe, there's a whole thread on there, a really long thread, hundreds of pages, and loads of people putting ideas on it. So
I've used it for estimation aces, so you can have the deck shuffled, and then you can load them in using a tool.
Okay.
So there's loads of stuff. So especially if you want to start clean for an effect and you want to load the card in somehow, I use it for that all the time.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things. So many things.
Just go with it.
Nigel says, hello chaps and Bobo, looking forward to Nicholas Lawrence Magic Tab. Will be an excellent combo with Alan Ross and Pulled Extreme. Ronnie says, hi guys, hello buddy, hope all is well. Andy Tingley says, trolls. Yeah, no, tell me about it, pain in the arse. Looks like we're back. Yes, we are back. Oh, and we're back. Right, okay guys, sorry about that. For some reason the internet cut out. Come on. Show me there's people there.
We can't see your comments at the moment. Someone type something.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Well, it says we're live, but I don't know. Yeah, we had an internet break for whatever reason. Some kind of... It happens.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Pizza, yeah. Thought it went a bit weird. All right, okay. So we've now unfortunately lost all the comments from what I was talking about earlier on. So whatever you wrote, if I didn't answer you back or say it, write it again. We'll see it. So we're back. Yes, back again. Internet, bloody internet. So BT keep emailing me and saying, you're a business, we can provide you with a dedicated internet service. It'll be £450 a month. I'm like, I'm going to pay £450 a month just for an internet service. You know, what we pay now is enough, and that seems to work all right. But I swear they keep breaking into it, because it happens all day long, doesn't it? About 10 or 12 times a day minimum, the internet just cuts out. And I swear BT are doing that so that we get our dedicated line, because they keep emphasising how the fact it will never drop out. Yeah, it's just pot luck whether or not we get the whole lot done during the live.
I have learned to save stuff as I'm going along now.
Yes, right. So, but yeah, please, guys, if you wrote a comment there earlier on and it wasn't one we read out because we're probably about 5 minutes behind, so please do pre-post the comments and we will get to them eventually. Ottar says, after receiving Impossible by Hank in the mail the other day, I feel there might be another spirited review coming on from me. Would that be of interest for the live, or should I put it on my YouTube channel as well? No, yeah, please, Ottar, do it on the yeah, do it for a live. Yeah. Send a video over. We'll put it on live. Yeah, I, to be honest, I haven't actually looked at Impossible. That's how is it?
I think we sold out.
Oh, sold out, have we? Well, what was Impossible?
We have got more coming in.
What was it?
I think I never actually saw it either because it kept on selling. We never opened one up. I think it's a bit like an ESP deck type matching effect, but with the cards being a different colour.
Okay, because
so I'm guessing perhaps I don't know about Ottar, but maybe the method's not particularly new, and I don't think the cards were great quality. But
because the hype about it was quite big,
yep.
And we kept selling out, so we presumed it was good, and so I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. And every time we got them, as Alex said, we sold out. So yeah, okay. Please do put a review on that, Ottar, and yeah, we will post it live. And it's good to have reviews that aren't always brand new, but yeah, put it on your YouTube channel as well, obviously. But we'll put it on the live here, show everyone, and then what's up to you. If you want more views on your YouTube channel, we can just put a link to it on here and tell people about it, or we can show it live via your YouTube channel via our interface here. Anyway, Scott's back. He says, I'm here. Dennis Snowgar, hello mate, I hope all is well. David Harris, hello buddy, your review's coming up soon, David. Brian says, is it worth getting Incarnation 2 if you have the original? Well, I never saw the original, but from what I hear, no. I think if you've got the original, there's no point getting that one. Didn't you?
The original's got the notebook, hasn't it? So you have a notebook and you show them. So it doesn't have...
Did we sell the original one? I don't think
I'm not sure I saw it here. I saw them, but I think it probably, the new one, if you use it a lot, I think it takes up less pocket space. You don't have to have the books. You don't sort of show them the 52 cards for which they pick one. It's, you know, you just say name one. Is it worth it? I'll tell you what, Brian, it's probably best if I send you an email about the whole differences.
There you go. Right.
I think that probably, and then you can make your own mind up.
How's that? Personal service, Brian. Right, okay. George says, what are your thoughts on Rejoin Express by Jay and Miranda? I like it. Yeah, we sold out the last one. Again, yeah. We ordered one in from Murphy's. They've got to send it, so they're resending it. We'll have one in on Monday. But yeah, I think it's a great little effect. It's definitely a worker, 100%. And it's cheap for the amount of refills you get for it as well. You get a big box of refills, really good. Paul Sunderland, is PropDog HQ Bobo's home? Or does he get the bus in every day? No, flies in every day. Come on, yeah. But no, so what's going to kombucha? Bobo is basically my pet. So she lives at home with me, and she just comes in to work every day. She's such a social animal. I couldn't possibly let her be on her own all day alone. So I bought her knowing that she would come in. I would never have got her and then thought, oh, I'll bring her to work. So when I got her, well, before I got her, I got a cage. So we got a cage up here in the shop, which you've seen in the videos. I've got a cage downstairs in the workshop, and I've got a cage at home as well. So she has 3 different cages depending where. She follows me everywhere. So if I go down the workshop, she'll come down. Although she rarely goes in a cage in the workshop now, she just kind of sits on top of my little cubby hole I've got downstairs.
But she basically just walks, she wanders around the shop. She's quite happy, isn't she?
If a customer comes in, she's like a guard, well, not like a guard dog, but she's like a little puppy happy to see someone. If the doorbell goes, she goes running over the door, meets whoever's up there, follows them up the stairs, usually follows somebody around either in the shop or sits on their shoulder while they're shopping. So she just loves to meet everybody. Very social. Eddie Grant says, afternoon Dave and Alex and young Bobo. I hope you're all well. We are, thank you. Thanks.
Is that hinting that we're old? Young Bobo?
Oh, I'm old. I'm nearly 50. Don't know about you.
Oh.
Bobo's only 5. She'll outlive me. Michael Cooley says, looks like you tidy the shelves.
Thank you, Mike. Can I just say, Michael, you are the first person to notice. Everyone else walked in this morning, walked straight past everything. No one mentioned.
Sorry.
Thank you, Michael.
Oh, the displays look nice, Alex. What have you done there, mate? Well done. Well done, you. Nigel says, take 2. Looking forward to Nicholas Lawrence's tab, which will be great with Alan Morrison's Pull Extreme. Yeah, I think we said that in the first one, yeah. Andrew says, I recently wanted to add some borrow banknote effects to my routines. What would you recommend, except Extreme Burn? Borrow banknote, for me, I always do bill switch. It's a no-brainer. Everyone loves it. It's a really commercial effect, quite simple. Borrow the note, fold it up. If you're going to do it, You can still do it with the plastic notes, but it does take a little bit more practice. It was easy with the old style notes, the paper ones, but you can still do it. I tend to have a 20 folded up in the bill, and I will borrow any note, doesn't matter what it is. So it's awkward because I can't do something I used to do. So
right, okay.
I'd used to have a 5 in there, and I would borrow. So I say, yeah, let me a note. The bigger the better. And if they give me a 10, I will fold it in half and half and half until it becomes half, and I give them a 5. If they give me a 20, I'll say that I'll fold it up, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it becomes so small it's just a 5. Okay,
yeah,
if they give me a 50, I just fold it up and unfold it and say, yeah, you can have it back. Oh, I'll take that back and redo it. If they give me a 5, I'll say, oh, nice note. And as I'm kind of straightening out, I'll put a tiny tear in it like that, and then I pull it a few times and let it rip and go, oh, and I'll put it in and I'll re-tear it and then give it back to them. But you can't do that with a new 5. So now I have a 20 in there, but I've got the old 20. But I haven't done any gigs since the new 20's been out. So the idea was I could, if someone give me a 20, I could still do the tear on it.
Yes,
and I just start taking back up afterwards. But yeah, any routine, any excuse you can do it. But yeah, just borrow a bank note.
Your sugar routine uses a note.
It does indeed, yeah. Borrow a note, but
deal not deal uses a note. You can borrow a note for that.
Yeah, there are tons of effects out there. You've got things. Actually, no, not borrowed notes, are they? Yeah, I'm trying to think of things with borrowed notes. You can because the new ones you can't tear them, and that puts a lot of the old effects out there, like you used to the corner tear bit or the center bit out there and restore it.
Well, it's filling lemon and all of that stuff, of course.
Yeah, sign build to anywhere, even just with a thumb tip, have a pack of cards here with a thumb tip in it, borrow your note, fold it up, put it in there, take it out and reproduce it, someone's t-shirt or whatever you want, or vice versa. So I hope that helps a little bit, Andrew. Right, Scott says, other than the question about Magic Dave, would you mind if I ring you over the weekend for more questions? I'd rather you didn't, Scott. I tend not to answer text messages or phone calls from customers too much on my mobile. The reason is I used to all the time, and then as the customer base grew and grew, and we've got like 7,000 or 8,000 customers now, and I'm friendly with all the customers, and what I found is my phone was ringing off the hook all day long. I can never have a weekend off because all throughout the weekend I get customers calling now, so I tend not to answer the phone from customers or text messages if I can help it, because there's never time to turn off. So ideally, if you want to ring me, mate, try and ring me during business hours. It'll be much appreciated, just because the only time I get to sort of escape is the weekends. I will be now that the lockdown's over anyway. I had all weekend off last weekend. It was amazing. I had Saturday, Sunday and Monday off. It was just bliss after all this time being locked up. Locked in here. Right, Sean Mann says quality of cards was meant to be rubbish for impossible. Right, there we go. Thank you, Sean. Maybe once or twice I reviewed it, we can just get them out.
I think that was the
examine them during the live. Josh is there. He says hi guys. George says at some point, can you teach us how to make a gimmick? What kind of gimmick, George? It depends what it is. If you want us to make you some large, sworn in half lady thing, then probably no. If it's something simple, maybe, but we've got to make sure it's not something we're exposing as such or stepping on someone's toes. Like if you asked me to show you how to make an extreme burn, I couldn't do that because it's not our effect to show you.
We do on the website. We do have making a copper silver coin.
Yeah, we have a few things on the how to.
Isn't it? On the how to.
Bobo's getting brave.
So yeah, if you want to see the copper silver coin being made, you can make it at home if you're careful.
Now you're not so brave, are you? Right. Will you guys make the lottery tickets and the new £20 note size? Says Josh. Yes, I will, Josh. I need to find some time to sit down and do it. I'll be making remaking all the lottery notes, but it's not a quick job. I can't just put it in to Photoshop and shrink it down. I have to do, there's something like 2,000 elements to that lottery ticket, and each one needs to be resized individually to fit the new notes. So yeah, it's a bit of a task, probably about a 10-hour job at least to do all the notes. So I will do it, but I just need to find a bit of time first. Alistair says, hi, Michael Cooley, when is Jason allowed back in the shop?
Well,
Jason, the problem with Jason is, Jason can't drive legally because he's legally blind. He can't cycle in, so he has to rely on public transport. But the public transport at the moment is still really crowded, so I don't want Jason coming in on a bus where he's going to risk catching a virus and passing it on to us. So at the moment, yeah, Jason is still at home. It's not a case of he's not allowed back in the shop. Dave Bonney, hello. He says, hi chaps, good to see you all alive and well. Absolutely, Dave, and good to know you're alive as well. Freddie says, hi, I'm buying Darkest Corners, Mnemonica and Parlor Tricks from your shop soon. I can't wait. Oh, we can't wait for you order, Freddie. Thanks for that.
Actually, I've just ordered the Monica, put it on the Murphy's order because we sold out today. So
yep, sold the Monica, Darkest Corner, good book, and Politics, good book. Brilliant. Yeah, 3 really good books there, Freddie. So you'll like those. Eamon says, "Hi guys, I hope you're well. Do you have a medium-sized playing card masks? I have a smaller head. Maybe this size would fit me. Just checking for order. Yeah, we have 1 medium there. I think we've got 2 medium in stock at the moment, and the rest are all large. We'll be getting some more in soon as well." George Grayson says, when you're back open, I will get Redrawn Express. Yeah, I mean, you can order it online. You don't have to wait till we're physically open, or if you want to come down and get it, you're welcome just to order it online, pay for it online, and just come pick up from the store. That's no problem at all. We have lots of people doing that at the moment. I had several people today come and do that. Late coming in today, says Hans. Well, good to have you here, though. Gerald says, "Hey, Dave, I bought..." You're right there. One hand.
Open yourself.
It says, "I bought Creditor yesterday. Saw that the trick trick at Chris Ramsey's vlog during Blackpool, so didn't hesitate to buy it when I saw it on PropDog's YouTube channel. How good is the gimmick? I hope it's not one of those cheap plastic things." Creditor.
It's a proper card, isn't it?
Yeah, we can show you as well. I think. I don't think there's anything we can't show about it. In fact, let's get the camera on it. So let's get the close up on it, and we can have a look. So this is one of the things we were going to show you today. We got it in. Let me just turn it up a little bit. So it's
comes like that.
It's one of those ones, it's not mind-blowing magic, it's not going to blow anyone away out of the water, but it's really good, simple magic, but more importantly, it's something you can just put in your wallet and forget about. That's what I like about this. It's not going to be the most stunning trick you do, but you're just putting that in your wallet, which is perfect to carry something around every day. In fact, you get 2 of them on there. So let me just switch across to the close-up camera and let the guys see, because this isn't something we're not exposing anything by giving it away, because we're showing everything that's on the trailer.
This is the card you get for them to choose. So from that they choose the number.
Yeah.
If you've seen the trailer, and then that's the card that they end up putting.
There you go.
So and you've got different options. It's not always the Ace of Spades. We've got King of Hearts, Jack of Clubs. We've got a few various things. But yeah, so they're proper cards, aren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They pass completely as a normal credit card.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a nice simple effect. It is $28.99. It's a little expensive what it is. And what other routines, what comes with it? You get these little hologram stickers on it as well, don't you? You get hologram stickers.
Get hologram stickers.
Which you can use if you want to.
Yeah, online instructions, perfectly clear. I mean, it's quite a linear effect, it's a bit of a... They choose a card, and then you get this as the revelation. But it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's surprising. It's got a good feel to it, I think.
And what you see on the trailer is what it will be like. It's a good, effect. It's nice that you've shown somebody, they've looked at it, they put it in their pocket, and later on, anything that can happen in their hands or on their person or while they're holding something is always going to be strong. So,
and I think. I mean,
there's been tons of these out before, but this is just another version of it.
I think people would be quite amazed just by having a card that's got your card. That's quite a nice thing for people, isn't it? I think they'd be a bit...
Yes, and
wow, that's cool.
But what I like about it is it looks like a proper credit card, because it is, it was originally, it was made by a company that makes credit cards, so you do have the chip on it, you've got the hologram sticker that comes with it. If you want it, it is genuinely like a credit card. I've seen a few of these in the past, a long time ago, that just kind of look like some fake credit cards. So yeah,
I think it's good.
All is good. I would recommend, if you're going to keep it in the wallet, keep both of them in the wallet together, and every now and again rotate them from front to back. Don't always keep the gimmick one in front or behind, because it will get worn, and what you don't want is to have one worn so it looks different to the other. So every now and again just rotate it so that they're evenly worn, and they'll always look the same.
So it doesn't look cheap.
Yeah.
No.
Peter Booth says, have you had a play with
Machinations by Ben Harris? It's arriving on Monday. I have played with the whole Bob Neal, Martin Gardner fold before.
What is it? I don't know what it is. We've got one in the cart though, haven't we?
We have got one in the cart.
Should we be ordering more?
We might. I don't know. We should. I was going to have a look at it first, but no, actually, we probably should.
Okay, well, I'm placing the order after the live, so remind me to.
We'll get more in. I'm quite hopeful for it. So there's the way of folding the card inside out. So you have a trapdoor. It's called the trapdoor card by Bob Neal, long time ago.
This is all new to me.
Okay. So you have a card, it's folded into 12ths, I think.
What, a regular playing card?
Or piece of paper.
Okay. Right.
Piece of paper, anything like that. It's got a trapdoor. If you hold the tab of the trapdoor, the magician can fold topologically, if you see what I mean, in a bit of an origami kind of way, you can fold it so it turns inside out.
Okay.
That probably wasn't the best description. But you have to see it. You have to see it. So I'm hoping to play with it. And inside the book, there's lots of different things like a Houdini escape card. And, yeah, it's a book.
Oh right, I thought it was an effect. Right, okay, yeah.
But it isn't. Well, it's a book containing lots of different things you can do with the Bob Neal trapdoor card.
I see. Right.
And inside it contains everything you need: PDFs as well as already printed pieces of paper. And yeah, so you get a Houdini can escape from chains because they hold Houdini and you unfold it and he's escaped from.
Is it the same effect, but just with lots of different routines or scripts as such? Is it? Or?
A bit of both, because some of them have got 2 trapdoors apparently, which is where he's taken it onto. So he's taken it a little bit further than Bob and Martin Gardner did.
Is there a trailer with it?
The trailer is just the Vanishing Ink boys saying how good it is.
Okay.
But I don't think you get to see a performance in it. But I can try and.
We'll
nail it by Friday. We'll have it by Friday.
There we go. Right, tidy guy, Alex, keep it up, says Eddie Grant. Nigel Quinn, I hear there is a reprint of Expert Coin Technique on the way. Michael Rubenstein has a new coin magic book too soon. So yeah, the new Michael Rubenstein one, we are definitely getting in.
On Monday,
I'm
about that. Monday.
Yep. We're talking about that, and that's going to be a big one. We're going to get a few of those because we know it's going to be a really good seller. But the Expert Coin Technique, I'm not sure on that one. We'll have a look.
I'll have to check about that, Nigel. But yeah. Certainly.
Checking in from Philadelphia. Cheers, gents. Says John the Barber. Okay, do you want to write that down? Actually, just write down about the Expert Coin Technique, just to remind us. Otherwise, with so much going on, we'll forget after the live. Floating bill, says Jonas Carlson. Good idea. Yeah, absolutely, for a borrow bill effect, as long as you're in the right light, of course. Simon says, I plan to buy a copy of Stars of Magic book from you. Do you have this in stock?
Yep.
Does Alex have any thoughts on this book?
Yep. Really good.
There you go.
Really good. It's full of all of the classics. So if you're doing parlour or close up, it's got Vernon material in there, Malini material in there, caps, Sardini. It's brilliant. It's a collection of all the old greats of Vernon's time, really. Carter pocket, cut up sleeve, homing card, chink chink. Yeah, it's good.
Awesome. Bliss. Yeah, Jay Callan says Bliss.
Oh,
Bliss for borrowed note.
Bliss. Yeah. Of course. Where is it?
There.
There it is. I should know, shouldn't
I? Yeah, you organised it apparently. Did you really organise that, or did you pay someone in the middle? Did Bobo come in early and do that?
I thought Mila texted me and said, "Why is PropDog live?" And I thought, "Oh gosh, it's just going to be people of me watching me wipe down shelves." And I was like, "Oh no."
How would that have been live?
Because you were live last night.
Yeah, but there's no camera.
I know. Well, you've got the security cameras, haven't you?
Fair one, yeah, okay, fair one, yeah. Okay, right, hello again, says Chris Calendars. Andy Tigley, how was your weekend off, Dave? It was amazing, absolutely amazing. I got so much done, had a really long run, yeah, I just did some stuff in the garden, just chilled out. It was just nice to have time off. Ronnie says, the Sprite can you sent was brilliant. Oh,
it's good then.
It does the job, but it looks awful. I mean, have we still got the other ones?
Yeah, was it the Sprite one we looked at? Maybe that one was all right. And just
the beer one was awful.
Yeah, the beer one
was horrible. I mean, it may work, but it looks horrible and could be done a lot better job of it.
Oh, this is the Red Bull one. We'll have a look.
Yeah.
Well, but the top doesn't look good, does it? But
no, the top was awful.
There's no reason. Yeah.
Well, as long as you like it. I have my standards. You obviously have yours, Ronnie. Max says, hi lads, I'm thinking about buying a jowell wallet for my RFR. Can you explain the difference between what's ideal piece? Right, so Max, if you're going to perform card to wallet, okay, I will go with a stiffer hard leather. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you go small or large. I'll talk about that in a minute. If you plan to do rings, coins and cards, then I will go with a softer leather. You get a slightly wider, well, it's not wider, the softer leather allows you to open up the wallet a bit more to fit larger things in, like a ring, even quite a large ring. And the more you use it, the softer it will get. You can't do it with a large, but it's more fiddly. So if you want a nice fast load, then you'll find the soft is much better. Then you've got to decide whether you want to go for tan or for regular black soft leather. If you want to use it in your jacket only, I will go with a longer, large plus wallet. So if you go...
Gosh, all the colours.
There you go. So if you're going to go with a jacket, and that's not a plus wallet, that's an easy wallet, but yeah, same size, yeah. So if you're going to go inside your jacket, then I will go with a larger one, because the way most jacket pockets are, this fits just about right, so that the loading point here is just at the top of the jacket, so you can go in and load something really quick as you take it out. If you're going to use it in your back pocket, I will go with a small, because the small one You see there, it's just about the right height there to be able to load a card in nice and easily. Okay, if you're going to use the large one, and the large one in the back pocket sticks out quite far. I mean, there's only a small amount in it, but personally, I always prefer the large. In terms of size, in fact, the new £20 note is smaller, isn't it? Because you could never get a £20 note in the smaller size. It wasn't quite big enough. You had to fold it in half, where you could in the large. But I haven't tested the new one size on that. But yeah, and the only other thing is the credit card slots. There's more credit card slots in the large than in the small. But other than that, there's no real difference. Hard leather for playing cards only, soft leather if you want to do coins and rings as well as cards, and that's pretty much it really. Yeah, and it come in pink as well. We have got the plus wallets in small in pink but not in large. I hope it helps, mate. Graham says, what are your thoughts on Champagne Supernova? It's alright. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not what I thought. Well, the trailer wasn't misleading in any way. The trailer is right, but when you watch the trailer, your interpretation of what's happening in the trailer won't be what's happening, if that makes sense. So your mind will mislead you as to the method involved. It is a different method than you think. It's alright, but as I said, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not my cup of tea. Too much work to get a result, the end result. But you won't be able to get one anyway, because we've been sold out of it for a long time. Murphy's been sold out of it for a long time. I don't even know if it's ever going to be remade again.
I thought it was sort of, the problem I had with it, it said easy to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's too convoluted a method to get the effect.
It's not easy to do at all. Certainly not like they were doing on the trailer.
Yeah. Thomas says, hello, good to see you. How's your week? Very well, thank you, Thomas. What is your opinion about Creditor by Artifacts? Can it be done in other languages? So yeah, we just talked about it very briefly. Can it be done in other languages? Well, yeah, but as long as people can understand English, then, I mean, yeah.
I don't think that's basically, you get a credit card that is permanently printed as a normal credit card would, and it says it's got the card revelation on it in English. So,
yeah. And it wouldn't be cost effective for them to produce it in multiple languages. No. It just wouldn't happen. So you just have to make up an excuse about why it's written in English. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm afraid I can't really help too much.
You have to claim you've mugged an English person.
Yeah. PropDog, who I presume is Jason, says the trouble with Jason is that he...
That could have been worse.
That could have been worse.
We missed something, Jason? Or are you asking people to complete the sentence? The trouble with Jason
is that could have been worse.
I don't know.
No idea. Right, Jason, you lost us there, mate. Scott says, no worries, dude. Perfectly understandable. That's why I thought I'd ask first. When is the shop open to customers? Can't wait to come in. Miss your shop, not all the same. Shopping online. Scott, you're welcome to come by any time, mate, but we're not officially open for walking customers to come in and walk around. But you're most welcome to place an order, mate, and come in and pick something up. And if you wanted to go to the shop somewhere and have a quick look at something, that's absolutely fine. There's no one else in, so you'll be completely within 2 meters of no one. Creditor shit, says Andy Tingley. Okay. Yeah, it's their own opinions. Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest, mate. But yeah, it says, well, as I said, it's never going to be a groundbreaking trick, but it's just nice to have something that small in your wallet that you're going to be carrying around all the time. Max says, what are your thoughts on Wonder Card by Wonder Makers? I've seen the trailer. I hate Wonder Makers trailers. I think they're way too dramatic and cheap and nasty. Well, not cheap, the production value is great, but the way they sell it is too smarmy, if that makes sense. That kind of, I don't know, cheesy. Yeah, right. Cheesy, smarmy kind of trailers.
I have to say, with credit cards, I did watch half of the instructions. I found the guy really annoying, but anyway.
And yeah, I'm not really too sure on it, but yeah, we'll get one in, we'll have a look. But yeah, Andy Tingley says very good. So yeah, I mean, yeah, until we see it, we can't really be a judge of that. Ken says Bobo is trained pretty well when he wants to get up on the monitor. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oh, she's trained pretty damn well. You wouldn't believe the intelligence that bird has sometimes. Can we have a look at the shop, please, Dave? Says George. Yeah, no problem. Let's have a quick tour. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to quickly. We tried this last week on the Wi-Fi and it worked really well. So we're going to try it again on the Wi-Fi hands-free, and we'll show you our new card display, because we've got this new card display. We worked rather hard to make all the units for it, and Bobo wants to come as well. Let's have a look. Is that coming on all right? Yeah, it does seem to go all right. Right, let's have a look. Hopefully we won't lose the sound. Now the sound is on the microphone, so it might go a bit quiet as we go behind the microphone. But let's have a look over here. So we've just got this black art table in. at the moment. With this lighting, it's not very black art because you can obviously see the gap there, but in the right lighting, it is a lot better. And Alex is just showing off the Tarbell Course in Magic. We've just recently got this in, so we have 2 versions of the Tarbell Course in Magic. There's our Sherpa display over there. Lots of working cream to an official stockist of Oakey's Working Hands cream. Alex's new display, he's put a little Darryl display down here, so we've got all the Darryl stuff just down here.
The new one there.
The new jumping jacks, and lots of other bits and bobs there. So there's a few cards over there. And we've got our bookshelves.
No, actually, we didn't mention those.
DVD shelves, and all kinds of little bits and bobs over here. Loads of stuff. We showed all this last week. But over here is our new card display, and ta-da! There we go, look at that. Isn't that cool? So as you saw last week, all these playing cards that were on these tabs, the tabs just kept falling off and coming in every day to a big pile of cards on the floor over there. So do you want to turn that microphone around so they can just hear us?
Shall I grab it?
A little bit better, yeah. So turn it around to the direction. So, just carry it, there we go. Right, so guys, hopefully you can hear us a little bit better. So yeah, we made all these on our laser cutter, and all we did is took the tabs off the back there, so these just kind of hang on there, and that looks stunning, look at that. So I've had to get onto Alex today to order some more cards in so we can fill up all these shelves, but yeah, that does look pretty stunning. We're very, very happy with that. And then we've got different drawers around here. We went through some of these last week, but all the drawers are labelled up with different things. For example, Sharpies, magic wands, phone related, boss reels, presto reels, all kinds of different things around here. More cards around there. Lots of phantom cutouts, magnets over here. This is the postal area where Mila does all the packaging and posting. So yeah, lots of things around. Just a few things on display on the top, and the rest of it is all just in drawers like Teflon bands and waxes and gum related, free shell game, slush powder. Lots and lots of different categories. More stuff over there.
Cups and balls and books.
Cups and balls, books down there. All rope sponge balls, silks down there, more sponge balls over there, more card gimmicks over there, a few close-up cases. Bobo's cage, yeah, bits and bobs there, jowell wall over there, and if you want to look down the workshop,
I'll have to put this back.
Right, so we're going to have to go silent down the workshop because the microphone won't reach that far. So here we go. Right, there we go, guys. So hopefully you can all hear me okay now. So main cam, there we go. Right, so that was a very quick rush around the workshop. Yeah, I presume you couldn't hear anything. There's no microphone attached to the actual camera. So yeah, a quick view around the shop, down the workshop, just a very quick scout. We've done tours down there before. That was Mel downstairs making some close-up pads. Workshop's a bit messy. That lovely big blue truck was my little truck, and the little orange Vespa there was Alex's mean machine.
I think you'll find that Dave is compensating for something there, whereas I'm more at home with the size of.
I have to carry big things around. I have to order lots of wood and stuff from the.
I have to say the best bit when you got it, the idea of just throwing stuff in the back of the truck was brilliant fun.
I love it. It's brilliant. Yeah, I can fit my kayak and canoe in here. It's great. So right. So yeah, that's a quick tour of the workshop. Right, we've got so much to get on with. Actually, we better get on with some reviews and stuff. Right, George says, can we have a look at the shop? We've done that one already. Right, so look, guys, let's no more comments for a little while. Let's catch up with everything on the comments, and then we'll talk briefly about a few new things that come in. Then we'll do some reviews and go from there. So Adrian Tritton says, I'll definitely be after machinations from you guys.
Yeah, I'll up the order then. I'll up the order.
Yeah, and Adrian, thank you so much. I've already said thank you in the message,
yep.
But yeah, thank you for my very kind gift, Alex. Sorry, Adrian did treat us to a nice big bottle of Monkey Shoulder Whiskey after last week's chat about drinking whiskey. So yes, thank you very much for that. The trapdoor card is a brilliant little gem, says Jonas. So yeah, definitely had a few more of those. Gerald says, just want to ask you about the old thumb tip trick where you ditch the thumb tip to the spectator's shirt and then put a lit cigarette to it to get the TT and show the shirt nothing has happened. Do you put something wet inside the TT? Does it matter if it's hard or soft? Not sure if I'm making sense. Yeah, you make absolute sense, Gerald. So there's a few ways of doing it. The impromptu way is when you've just got a thumb tip, just a little bit of spit in there first. That's no problem at all. Obviously that's going to put it out as well. Okay, some people in advance will use a little bit of cotton wool, but put some water in it, that will put it out. The best way, if you want to do it with a lit cigarette, is just get some tin foil. Okay, so get some tin foil, fold it over so you've got about 3 or 4 layers. Just one layer alone, the heat goes through and will actually slightly melt the thumb tip. So get about 3 or 4 layers, okay, and then just kind of, you know, fold it up a little bit and then sort of cut it into the right shape and just stuff it down the bottom of the thumb tip. It doesn't matter if it crinkles up, because that crinkle effect will help it as well. It'll trap air between the foil and the edge of the thumb tip, and that won't melt it. You can just do it with a regular thumb tip. It will blacken. It doesn't burn the thumb tip, but it blackens the end of the thumb tip. And what happens? I've got a thumb tip here. So what happens if you do it on a regular basis? The burnt ashy kind of bit, the ash sticks to the melted plastic, and what happens is you see a black shade on the outer side of the thumb tip. It kind of shows through. It won't melt through, but it'll show through. So yeah, just a bit of tin foil in the bottom, crush it up, and that's perfect for doing the effect with. John says Quentin Reynolds has turned it into an art form. I presume you mean the folding the card inside.
Trapdoor card, yeah.
Trapdoor card is very nice, reliable effect, but it's very difficult to make. It is interesting for anyone beyond the audience member holding on to the trapdoor. Okay, thanks for that, Otto. Eamon said, Otto's a font of all knowledge as well, isn't it? Otto's got a real brain behind him, in some knowledge and some wisdom.
We might be able to change his mind if we read the book and have a go, Otto. So,
well, in that case, you better learn something from the book.
It's a challenge, isn't it? It's a challenge. I'll be doing the trapdoor for you, Otto.
And then blow it up afterwards. Eamon says, looking forward to the Rubinstein Queen book. That'll be a popular book. Yeah, we're going to sell a lot of it. Yeah. So Josh says, any recommendations for cheaper social media tricks? Because sometimes they're quite expensive for just one-time use. So any cheaper tricks do you recommend? For social media, Josh, you can get away with murder. I mean, absolute murder. You haven't got to spend a lot of money. So take a look at some of the videos we've done here in the shop before. Okay, things like the one with the candy that just keeps falling out the Rubik's Cube, or the car that spins around, or the snorting the rope tricks. All those are done with no money at all. It's using... the advantage of social media is you've got one lens, one side, and you're not surrounded. There's no one watching the trick from anywhere but the angle. So you can utilize the angle for wonderful, wonderful things. So start playing around with that. Rather than buying the latest trick, save some money and start playing around with effects. So for example, you could have somebody with a long pole, okay, like here. We've had a hole in the back of here before, okay, and we put a pole through and had a playing card stuck to the end. And because the playing card is stuck to the end like that, you can't see the pole. Okay, so you can just start off the video with a playing card. You can take your hands away, have it spin, go up or down. Use that advantage. So start playing around with the fact that you've got a camera and not an audience, because you can do some wonderful, wonderful things in it that you can't do with live audiences. There's a whole new genre of magic. Check out some of the stuff by... my mind's gone.
Nothing of Sean Farquhar, right?
No.
What do you think of that? So Sean Farquhar, I don't know if he's still got it. He has a channel for the bottle production, and it's bottle production constantly. And every time it's a new method.
Right.
And often he'll have someone, like you were saying, on the pole, like a grabber, hiding behind a bush and coming out like that. You don't see it. It's brilliant. It's really good. So it's different methods of how to do it. But you can have people under the table, simple as that. People just standing behind you. Yeah, you can do it. You can do anything as long as you realise the frame.
So check out some Marco Tempest stuff. Not his new stuff, because in the last 10 years he's done this major investment. He's doing drone stuff, really high-end stuff. But you check out Mark Tempo's Tempest's early material, he's doing a lot of stuff using perspective and just camera effects like that, which is just going to be great for social media. And yeah, there's so much you can do out there. Check out some of Richard Wiseman's stuff. He does some great optical illusions as well. So it hasn't always got to be an expensive effect on there.
You have a lot of
I
fun.
hope that helps a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Same crap, says Walter McGurn. I guess he's on about Creditor. Maybe it's not so good after all. I'll have to watch instructions for that and see why I've got some bad reviews. Wife still hasn't let me look at my book yet, says Andy. Alex reviewed it. Great review. Can't wait till the end of June. Now perhaps Ben Hart book.
Oh, yeah.
Jonas says, here's a basic idea of trapdoor card. Not my video. Thanks for that, Jonas. I'll look at that afterwards. I can't do it during the live. We haven't got time at the moment. Enjoying the live on a sunny balcony with Oban single malt whiskey in my hands. Yeah, and again, Sebastian. Yeah, well, I'll be going home enjoying a nice glass of monkey shoulder, thanks to Mr. Tritton. Very soon. Josh says, do you have to use palming when using cards to load the plus wallet, or are there ways as my small hands can barely palm a card? Okay, Josh, so you haven't necessarily got to be able to palm a card.
It's got a no palm
All I need is a deck. There we go. Did you put the card in here earlier on? Very important to put the card in here early on. Right, so yeah, without palming a card, we can easily get a card out of the plus wallet. Like that. Okay, and that is the no palm feature, which is on here. So the idea is that under a gesture talking like this, you can push a card across and then just pull it here onto there. And once it's on there, you can then just reach in and pull the card out from the inside like this. It also works as a peek device in reverse, so you can put a card in here and say you're going to keep it in there for safekeeping, and there's no way I can know what your card is. Obviously you're getting it there and then later on do it, or you can use it if you want to be a bit creative. I started playing around with this some time ago, still haven't worked on this. It's one of these things I keep saying I'm going to work on, is an anniversary waltz effect, where you force a card on somebody and you say, look, I'm going to put this card in here for safekeeping, and you're going to put it straight from there into the deck, the other way round, if that makes sense, and you can go around, you can reforce another card on somebody and repeat the effect. But yeah, you don't need to be able to palm a card for that. Although I've seen some people with very, very small hands just palm a card quite well. Chris says, I realise you stopped the O'Connell products, but has anyone tried Gerard Cooney's Rebel wallet in comparison? Yeah, the Rebel wallet is a very popular wallet. A lot of people use it, but for me, you can only load cards into it. You can't really do the Rebel wallet for rings and coins and for other stuff on it. You might be able to do a thin coin, yeah. But yeah, it's not a bad wallet. I mean, I've seen it, but I've not really played with it too much. Michael says, any new Kids Magic, and when will the plumes be back in stock? Plumes sold out just like that. We had no idea they're going to sell so fast, so it could be a little while before we get more in. We have to place larger orders to make it more cost effective, so it could be a few months, I'm afraid, Michael. Steve Lawrence says, I like Champagne Supernova. It's a bit knacky, but ink dried up on mine. I broke the shaft trying to replace the cartridge. Oh, that's not good. John Middleton says, oh, Keith's great hand cream. Yeah, it is amazing, yeah. Alex is tidied up a bit, but the great card display. Yes, thank you. What's the price? What's price green or burgundy DMC? What's price?
How much are they, I guess?
I don't know, Roy. Have a look on the website, my friend. It'll be a lot quicker for you to look on it than it will for us to look on it right now. Sean says, nice card display. Thank you, Sean. Finley, with my jowell wallet, I've always wanted to do the card to wallet, but I find it really hard to palm. Small hand, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've done that one already. So, I Mercury photo card. If it's then even more impossible because of the photo card. Yeah, a lot of people Mercury photo card. If I'm going to do card to wallet, I would Mercury fold it too. Easy to palm, easier and quicker to load as well. John Middleton looking very nice, thank you. Hey and me, -3 says Otto. Don't know what he means by that. Pete says, looked like Mel was really surprised. Somebody coming down, ramming the camera in her face.
That's a regular look.
Yeah. So interesting, really enjoying it. Noel from Chris Malta.
I know.
From Malta. Who's Scooter? Alex's? Yeah, that's
yeah, you see, they're more interested in the scooter, Dave.
Signal went patchy outside. Oh, okay, yeah, because it was Wi-Fi. Okay. Split screen. Wow, split screen. Do we have a split screen? Oh.
Not intentionally.
Oh, I'll have to look back at that and check it out. New David Penn World Magic Shop gaff deck on its way. No, I don't know about that. I'll have to look at that. What camera software are you using, Dave? Manycam? No, we're using Ecamm, Sean. Ecamm, as in E-C-A-M-M. Ecamm Live. Pete Meacham, oh, poor me. Chris Gallander's going to make the same joke about the truck. Good looking workshop. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, a bit messy down there, but it's good. Great people, but a bunch of nutters. Absolutely. Use Visualize deck. Loads of social media tricks on that deck. Yeah, absolutely. But you've got to be pretty good at flourishing to do some of that. But yeah, well worth it. Good call. Check out Sergio Starman for amazing social media with very cheap props. Thanks for that, Otter. See, told you.
Yeah.
Sergio Starman. Yeah. Not just good at blowing up things. He's good at other things as well. Your tips on social media magic sounds like how to make a Sans Mind trailer. Yeah, absolutely. But unlike Sans Minds, I'm not selling something and lying about it. I'm just entertaining. Also, check out some of Magic Sing's stuff. Magic Sing does some amazing stuff on social media. Might give you some good ideas as well. Nigel says Social Media Magic Volume 1 DVD and Gimmicks by Felix Bowden. Pulled Extreme, Twist of Flavour, anything from Alan Ronaldson. Yeah, great recommendations there. See, Power of the Masses again. I'm going to have to catch up with these quickly. You had a haircut, Dave. Jean-Pierre Valerino says, Jonas says, Jean-Pierre Valerino is a great no palm card to wallet. Signed card, no deck, is close to the wallet and no palming. Oh, thank you, Jonas. £140 a year, Ecamm obs free. Yes, that's the one. Dave's split screen was a wire hanging down. Oh, right, okay, before you put it back. Finally, Mark Craven. Hi, guys. Can you fit a set of hopping halves and 2 copper silver coins into the Himba coin purse? One set on each size. Thanks. Could it be paired with a single coin purse to hand out to spectators? Right, can you fit a set of hopping halves and 2 copper silver coins into one? Mark, do me a favour, drop us an email, just copy and paste that into an email, drop it to us. We won't get time today, but on Monday we'll put them in there, we'll check it out and we'll send you a little video of us doing it so you can judge for yourself. Right, finally, after speaking really fast, we've caught up with things. Right, so let's talk about what's in first, because some stuff is just going to be a quick telling you what's in. So new from me, so as you know, everything Daryl is being re-released by Murphy's Magic. They've, I presume it's all by Murphy's Magic. They bought the rights to it all. Oh yeah, it is all Murphy Magic. They must have bought the rights to it all. So jumping jacks, a great effect. I do like jumping jacks. Very simple, very easy to do. Morph by Daryl. I don't know too much about it. I used to do. That's the one with the ace and the other card morphed together. So yeah.
Bit of anniversary waltz type effect, I thought.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, that's very cool. Check out the trailer for that. Really cheap as well. It's about £8 or £7. So that's a nice one.
They're both nice and cheap, aren't they?
Haunted Key. Back in stock. I only got 4 of these in, thinking that they wouldn't sell really well, and they've gone like hotcakes. We sold so many of these. So yeah, Haunted Key is back in stock. And for those who've asked about its size, it's that big. Okay, so in my hand, it's that big over there like that. I don't perform Haunted Key, but you can see even with no practice at all, and the first time I've ever tried doing this.
It's meant to be the other way around.
Oh, is it? I know. I've never even touched on this.
That's
so
it. There you go. You'll be laughing.
Yeah. So I've never really liked this effect because I always thought it's fairly obvious the method, but apparently it's pretty common.
Good.
So
that's good. That looks tense, eh?
Spooky. There we go. That's Haunted Key.
It's a good key. It's a good. I'll tell you what. I was impressed with it. It's got a nice weight. It's a good key. Yeah. It's if you do Haunted Key.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they look tinny, or
It's been antiqued as well. It's been artificially antiqued, so it's got that kind of little 100-year-old minor bit of rusting around the edges kind of look to it. So yeah, it does the job, and yeah.
I mean, for £15, I think that's.
Yeah. You can, if you thought I'm going to do Haunted Key, I'm going to go out and I'm going to search for the antique shops and find an old-fashioned key, and you went in one and you found an old-fashioned key, you'll probably spend more than that on it. So yeah, that's not bad at all. Right, what else is new in, Alex?
Amaze Cups.
Amaze Cups in. I haven't had a look at this. I know nothing about it. Easy to do. It says on the back, show me 3 cups empty, completely really empty, and wish with the wave of your hand you can make milk, salt, glitter, coins, candy, or confetti.
I had a quick look at it. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. If you watch there is a clip of him doing it on the site in the product description.
Are they regular cups?
They are. Well, they are and they aren't. See what I mean? So there's a gimmick.
Okay. Ah, well, okay. Right. Yeah.
But it's brilliant. It's really good. It's really good. It's not very much. How much is it? How much it was? $24.99. If you want to produce liquid, it's for children's shows, I think. So you do. He produces liquid from it. He does milk, but also sweets or anything like that. And you can show all the cups empty as you go through.
Okay. Cool.
There you go, and then you can produce fast. It's nice.
Right. So. as many of you will know, we have stocked these for quite some time. Alex, do you want to go on the camera for this one? My face recognition, and we'll show these up. So let me use all those actually. iPhone cam, there it is. Okay, so these are steel Morgans. Okay, so they are replica Morgan dollars made of steel, so they are attracted to magnets. Now we sold these for quite some time. They're a lovely coin, good weight, nice feel, good edge to them, so they're great for palming. They're ideal for anyone who wants to do some coin magic. So what we've now found is we can get these now with a magnetic version of it. Now not only is it magnetic, okay, like that, but it's seriously magnetic. I mean, the pull on this is insane. Just to show you, another one there, okay, like that. Look at that. This is so magnetic, it's unbelievable. I mean, it will stick for your hand. Okay, so you can do all these kind of, you know, moves there where you're going to make it vanish and whatever you want to do with it. Really, really good. I'm sure you could probably do some sort of weird flippy things on it. You know, you can make it with a magnet, maybe manipulate it, whatever. Great for any kind of gimmick where you're going to use a magnetic detector. So yeah, they are the magnetic coins and they will stick to the regular steel ones really, really well. So we have that in, and we've also found a jumbo version of it as well. So we have a jumbo steel one over there. So I haven't done any jumbo coin manipulation for many years. If we can still do this, there we are. Without the chink, I need to practice that. But yeah, that is the jumbo steel Morgan dollars. So we do have those in. Those over there. You can
and we've got a shell for those as well.
Oh yes, we do have a shell version as well. Now coming over here to the coin purse, is this the new shells? Yeah,
they
okay.
are.
So we now have some, we've stocked Chinese $half coins for quite some time, but now we have a version with a shell in it. So it's nothing spectacular, it's just a shell coin, but I just wanted to show you that we do have these in now. If anyone wants any of these. What else do we have?
Oh yeah.
Ta-da! So in fact, no, we'll keep on this one. So this is something that we were going to produce some time ago, but we found somewhere to get them in. Are they on the website yet?
Yep, they are.
They're on the website, okay, and basically...
Something like £15, I think.
That's rock hard, but it is a mini table savant. So just a little pocket there, so if you are doing something with your close-up mat, you can of course just use that as a little savant like that. So yeah, those are the little mini pad savants. So let's come back over the main cam for a bit. Where's my mouse gone? I've lost my mouse. Upside down, that's why. There we go. See the back of my head. Right. Okay, so those are the little mini table savant things. Also in
Rocky.
A new rip-off raccoon. Sorry, Rocky Raccoon. Yeah. Rocky raccoons are impossible to get hold of. I know there's a Roxy raccoon out there, but this is another The Raccoon. Yeah, it's not quite as soft. We've got an original one over here, haven't we?
Yeah. We've got my precious one. It's 20 odd years old.
Nigh impossible to get hold of these. So do you do Rocky Raccoon?
I used to, yeah. I've kept him because he's very hard to get hold of. Children love him.
Talk about it. Tell me. Well, what's good about it? What's bad about it? Is there anything good or bad about it?
Well, the spring's slightly...
I mean, the real one is super soft.
Yeah,
it feels like real hair, but that one there is
the spring's
like
slightly different in size. But, I mean, the problem is you can't get this one anymore. So as good as this one is, you can't get it anymore. So...
Rather than Roxy, because the Roxy raccoon's a bit tab.
And this does actually look like a raccoon. And the spring's not quite as good, but he does all the... You can still do the tail thing. I guess you can do the whole... Yeah, he's alright, isn't he? Yeah, it's fine.
There you go. They're in. So something new that we stocked.
It's better than the Roxy. The Roxy doesn't make any sense to me. It's not more like a badger than a raccoon. So,
so we talked about those. Dining out.
So dining out. So this trick, it wasn't available before. It was in a Jim Steinmeier book.
Okay.
And you have to put it up yourself. David Gerard started performing it. It's not in David Gerard's book, Out of This Hat, which is brilliant. But I've performed this on stage once. I had to make it up myself. Cost me about 60 odd quid to put together. Plus I had to buy the book. And it's a brilliant routine where you sit someone down, get brings it up on stage, sit someone down, they go through the menu, they order whatever they like, various courses, they go through it, they're all different prices. They can even choose at the end whether they add the tip or not. And you find out that you've predicted this all along, and you can reveal, and you present them with their bill that's got the exact title that they came up with. Okay. It's really good, really
awesome.
Good. So you have lots of fun with the menu. So you know you can make recipes up and Fanny Bay oysters and whatever silly things you want. And it's really good, and it all comes with everything you need this time now. And so you don't have to you don't have to buy the book. B, you don't have to go shopping.
£51.99. There you go.
I reckon it's well worth it for 8 minutes of strong magic, that.
The table pockets, by the way, they're £15. So yeah, that's what it is on that. Right, okay, so I think we should go over to Jason to do a review. Do we have a copy of what he's reviewing? Or has he got the only copy?
No, we did. Oh.
Quick, hurry up.
I think, did we sell it? I think we might have sold it.
Oh, okay, well, we're going to go over to him anyway.
Go on.
Oh, no, there we are. So Jason is going to be reviewing Bill Abbott Performs Magic for Kids. Okay, so let's go over to Jason for his amazing review.
Hello guys, welcome to another PropDog review with me, Quarantine Jason. Today the review is brought to you from the bedroom, the boudoir, where the magic happens. And we're going to talk about some magic. We're going to talk about a magic DVD. This is Bill Abbott Performs Magic for Kids, a lovely DVD set in which Bill Abbott performs magic for kids. I watched this yesterday and yeah, I like it. I think it's good. It isn't the best kids magic DVD I've seen. For those I would go for maybe one of the Tommy James ones, or if you can track it down, Gary Dunn's Keep Them Laughing. Brilliant DVDs. This is great though, because you see a whole spectrum of performing for children in lots of different environments. Let me explain. The first DVD, you see Bill's stage show, and you see 3 of his signature routines. So you've got a sponge ball routine, which is like a multiplying sponge ball. It's very similar to the Eric Leclerc's Everlasting Sponge Balls. Completely silent, but very funny in classic Bill style. You also see extensive work on his Chico, the mind-reading monkey effect, which is probably one of his signature stage effects for both kids and adults. And you also get to see very rare performance of The Thing, which is his take on the zombie ball, which is really nicely performed on stage. Again, no talking, done to music, but a really nice presentation. Bill then talks about all 3 routines in great detail, and you know, so much so that I would feel confident that had I had those effects, I would be able to perform them to a similar standard. I think the gold on this DVD comes from DVD 2, which is Restaurant Magic performed for children. Now, on that DVD, Bill has gone to a restaurant and he's filmed several performances of about 9 or 10 different effects. To give you an idea, you've got, where are we? You've got sponge balls performed in the restaurant, you've got the ninja card trick, the mental photograph, the great game, lots of different card effects and coin effects that you can do for children in a restaurant setting. Now, what I didn't like about the DVD so much was the audio and video quality. Now, this video is not new. This has been shot a long time ago. Copyright, it says here, 2004. And I wouldn't be surprised if the video came from before then. The downside to it is it's shot on one handheld camera. And the problem with that is obviously then the audio, you lose audio. So on his stage show, he has his music playing on his show cues or whatever app he's using. And then that drowns out a lot of what he's saying. So you've really got to try and listen carefully to discern, you know, exactly what he's talking about. In the restaurant, it becomes a more prominent issue because it's a busy, you know, it's a packed restaurant on what seems to be a Friday or Saturday night, and you get a lot of background noise. But the routines are great. The descriptions of all the routines are obviously not in those places. They're performed by Bill in a studio environment, so they're fine. But just be warned, if you do buy this, you're going to need to listen carefully to some of the bits. There's loads of extras on this, really nice extras. He's got this handling for Professor's Nightmare, his 3 bears. He's got a sign card to Orange. He's got an extensive workshop on puppeting. So if you are looking to get puppets into your show and you don't have the Chico puppet, he talks about how he designed the Chico routine and why he did certain things, you know, using Laurel and Hardy and stuff like that as influences, which is really great. He's got bits where he's performed magic on television for children, so you can see how he handles that kind of environment. It really is a full package. It really is Bill Abbott Performs Magic for Kids. You've got versions of The Thing where he's performing it on the street. You've got, I would say, if you know Bill's effects, he's performing his effects. So this would inspire someone, I believe, to pick up The Thing or to pick up Chico or to pick up a version of Stabbed and Shot. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, it's really good. The restaurant magic, as I say, I think is a highlight because it's magic that anybody can do with a deck of cards or some coins or, you know, things you'll find around the house. They're very entertaining for children. The Card Ninja that he performs is the trick where you have a spectator choose and sign a card, drop it into a bag, spin it around and stab it with a letter opener. Really, really good, taught in great detail. So if you ever wanted to learn that, that's one definitely that you can learn on here. Other than the sound quality and the recording quality, I think it's really good. I think there's a lot of valuable information. Would I buy this? I probably wouldn't buy this. I have Chico already, and I had the thing. And I did take bits from it, you know, to add to my performances of those things. But I think for somebody that's been doing children's magic for as long as I have, a lot of the basics were covered here. Saying that, for somebody that hasn't been doing kids magic for as long as I have, then this is a really valuable piece of kit. It's not cheap. It's about 50 or 60 pounds. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you do get 2 DVDs. You do get 4 hours worth of bill. Which is more than enough for anybody, and I think Bill Abbott is brilliant, really, really good. So yeah, I highly recommend this. It's very fun, lots on there. Bill's style really comes through. We've only got a couple left in the shop, so guys, please don't take any of our reviews as a sales pitch per se, but you know, if this sounds like something you'll enjoy, go ahead, take the plunge, you won't be disappointed. Now, before I finish, incidentally, I got some stick last week from Dave because he said, you know, doing reviews from home, you should really be wearing some PropDog attire. So I've gone to the effort today to put on the PropDog hoodie, and it's really, really warm here. I can't remember what day we're on, Wednesday or Thursday. It's like 26 degrees outside. So I'm sorry, Dave. I've been wearing what I want all week, so I'm going to continue doing that. I'm just going to wear my usual clothes. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the shop. Oh, that's much better, much more comfortable. I'll see you in the shop in a few days. I'm very much looking forward to being back with everybody. I miss you all, and I will hope to see you soon. Au revoir. Oh.
I'll never see it again. That's burned into my memory forever.
Joe,
oh my God, Jason, what have you done? Oh. I'm sorry you guys had to see that. I mean, anyone needs to go to the hospital, just send us the bill and we'll sort it out. I mean, oh.
I'm doing the rest of the show on this now.
That's horrifying. What a sight. That is burned into my retinas now. I'll never see it again. Here, have some baby wipes. Right,
I'm keeping this on for my moped home, so people can.
Those flies are getting bigger too. Well, yeah, thanks for the review there, Jason. And
the crotch shot.
Yeah, absolutely, yes, burned into memory. So, yeah, that is Bill Abbott Does Magic with Kids, which is $49.99, is it? $49.99, I think it is.
49, but yeah, 49.49.
49.49. Oh, 49. Okay, no worries. Yeah, 49p. Strange. Right. Okay. Yeah, looking forward to the comments for that one.
Yeah, come on.
Check out Simon Perio's iPad Magic to get some inspiration for social media magic. Says Jonas. Thank you, Jonas. Adrian says False Anchors is a great book. First effect in the book is one of those you can't believe it will work. It will work, and it just does. As Alex said last week, it's not cheap but worth it.
Yeah, I think that idea, actually, Marlowe and Simon Lovell did a lot of work with that idea that's in that book, and it's absolutely, I was...
Yeah, a bit in your nose, mate, a bit in your nose.
Right. I was fooled with that before, but then when and again, so it's really good. Yeah.
Chris Gallender says new Danny Weiser Himber wallet looks good. Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. Every time we go to get it, it's out of stock. So yeah, we haven't had a chance to have a look at that yet. Roy says I've started doing loads of ESP magic. Aldo style. Aldo style. I think it means Aldo. Aldo Colombini, I guess. Yeah. He was brilliant. What's your favourite gaff card? Says George Rayson. Double backer. Yeah, don't use that many. Yeah. Don't we use gaff cards so much? Yeah. I'll review Maid's Cup next week.
I reckon marked cards. I'm quite tempted to. I often use a marked deck all the time anyway, just in case I miss something or whatever. I've always got an out, no matter what I'm doing. So even though I'm often not actually using it as a marked deck, you've got your out if the trick goes wrong.
I don't really use gaff cards, so the only gaff card I ever use is probably a double backer. So and even that's rare. Jason says he'll review Amaze Cups next week. Scott says, is a haunted key the one by Vanishing Ink? In the trailer it looks like the key is placed on the table, and then it will move on its own, picking someone's chosen card. I think it's a grandpa's haunted key.
As Otto was about to mention later, there is a section on using it with something else.
IT.
Yes.
Fred?
Yep. So if you're good with IT, Fred, he announces that, so you can make it move whilst it's on a table and spin around and all of those hookup sort of scenarios.
Yeah.
And also, yeah.
Scott, this is a Murphy's product, says Jason. Ben Allen, how much are the Morgan magnetic dollars? So the Morgan magnetic ones are £16.99, which is pretty cheap because a magnetic £2 coin costs quite a bit more. But these are made in China,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah, we get them cheaper, so therefore we put the price to you for cheaper. And the steel set, by the way, the shell set is just here. We are going to show you that. In fact, we can show you that on the close-up as well. Let's show you the quality of it. Once you get it ready. So when.
Yep. So it is a shell set. I've got baby wipe all over my hands. Which side open? Bear with me.
Use your teeth, Alex. Use your teeth.
I might have to. There we go. So it is a coin shell set. Look at that. So that is it. And I guess if you're doing any sort of translocation type tricks.
Yeah, even upside down, that's pretty good.
Yep.
So,
I mean, it's brilliant. So the one I got one ages ago, and I think it was a Tango one, and it was about £50 or £60, so that's just as good. And if you are doing translocation, which is a brilliant trick by Dean Bill.
How much are those?
Good question.
I think they're about 30.
Yeah, not very much.
30, 35. Yeah, have a look on the website. I think about £30, something like that.
Yeah, there was, because I was shocked. It was £30. Yeah, it's a bargain.
Otto said, he says, I think the download comes with the haunted key, has some tips on combining the key with an IT effect, but then he said he could be wrong. But
he's never wrong.
He's right.
He's never wrong.
Right, yeah. He can't afford to be wrong in his job. Boom! Don't worry, the fuse is 5 seconds long. We got plenty. How much are the savants, says Andy? They're $19.99. No, they're not. They're $14.99. Yeah, £15. Stars of Magic now purchased from you. Thanks both. Yeah, you're most welcome, Simon, and thank you.
Yep.
We always appreciate every single order. Nigel says, nice Morgan and shells. Couldn't find the link to the large or the magnetic Morgans online. Yeah, just type in Morgan. But let's, when this is over, can you just adjust the search terms on the coins?
So you've got search Morgan, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what's going on.
Morgan shell, whatever, just so people know. Who feeds that raccoon? He looks fat. Bobo. No, Jason. Yeah, Jason. Can't find the savant on the site, guys. Jason, you're searching savant spelling as an autistic savant, not a servant, as in a servant.
Table
savant.
pocket as well, so it's listed in the table pocket.
But while you're there at home, you can change the search terms as well, so that anyone who spells it the same as you, Jason, can find it if you don't mind. Lee Alex, hello mate, I hope all is well. He says, Jonas Carlson, inspiration, yes, but unfortunately so many copy or steal Simon's ideas. Yeah, that's a whole world of magic though, Alex. Sorry, Lee. It's called Lee Alex.
Lee Alex.
Because I'm used to saying Alex all day long. Yeah, Lee. Mark Craven says, what do the Morgan replica shells look like? We're just showing you that. I find they never look like the replica coins. They seem to be detailed on the face, but not as aged compared to the replicas. Yeah, these are great.
They come as a set, and they're all made by the same people, so they're all exactly the same.
And if you ever wanted them identical in every way, I mean they're almost identical anyway. We can always polish them up for you as well. Just email us, we'll polish them up so we have the same exact finish on both shells. Or any other coins. Shane McDermott, he says, hey guys, what's up? Stay safe and well. Kiss hands, you too. George says, how much of the magnetic, we've done that one already. Jonas says, yes, I know Lee, but as I said, for inspiration, it might be nice to see how he approaches the medium and no spectators are present. Looking hot there, Jason. Laugh out loud, Jason. Thanks, Jason. Class, Jason. Yeah, Jason's a classy act to follow, isn't he? I like that one. Everyone liked that one. A true prop dog finish to a video. Just arrived after an online gig. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, Adam. Hope all is well. I'm not doing that for my reviews, says Brian. Oh, come on, Brian. Where's your spirit? Oh my God, eyes. Once you see that, you can't unsee it.
Yes.
Jason is brilliant. What the fuck happened there, says Andy. Yeah, absolutely. Jason just set a new standard for how we must dress when recoding videos for PropDog. This is what you call a proper magic review show. Absolutely. Honest to the T. In every way. You guys quiz me up. Search table pocket and it comes up. Thank you, Brian. Isn't it spelled savant? Yeah, there's loads of spellings of it. I'll try depending on where you go. Your thoughts on the top 3 effects for 2020 so far?
Ooh,
Miles, we're running out of time, so save that off for next week. Ask us again next week because we are literally, we did an hour 41 last week. We're hour and 20 so far today already, and we still got a couple of reviews to go. I don't use gaff cards, blah blah blah. Skip that one.
Oh, yeah, if you use a stripper deck, Ryan Plunkett has got a whole book on the stripper deck, which is in many great ways that if you've got one, well worth getting.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And Charlie Robinson, he says he's late, but don't worry, Charlie, we haven't done your review yet. We're going to go over now to do the review. So 2 of the reviews we sent out for are from Charlie Robinson and from David Harris. So David is about to give you a quick review on Error 404. However, when we sent Error 404, he opened up and there was no gimmick inside. Not our fault. It's whoever packaged the gimmicks up forgot to put it in, so it's not like we were too cheap to send in the gimmick. We just sent them empty wrapping, but he's done a review based on that anyway. We said, do you want to have the gimmick? We'll send you a gimmick, and as you see from the review, he doesn't really like it, so didn't want the gimmick. But it's good that we got an honest review. I like to know when products are crap as well. I've never really looked into Error 404. I think we briefly mentioned it when it came out a few years ago, but never had a chance to review it. So thanks to David. Here is an honest review on Error 404 by the French twins.
Hi everyone, so Dave sent me Error 404 by the French twins to review. It arrived this morning. One small problem, the gimmick wasn't included. They've forgotten to package it in. The other bit you need is in there, but without the gimmick, it's a bit pointless. It teaches you how to make it with other cards, your business cards and everything on this video, which I've watched. Now the video it's just awful. It's recorded in there flat in front, so you've got wind and everything. It's poorly shot. What else have I got? At one point during the end of the video, when they're trying to explain something, his phone goes and he answers the phone. You hear him having a quick conversation and then he comes back, but he's just lying on his floor kind of going, you can also do this with it. What does come with it to kind of help you make your own one, there isn't anywhere near enough of it. I mean, if you try and make 1 or 2 of the gimmicks and it breaks, it's not like normal. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's not like normal thread that you can get. I've got some at home and it's just not the same. You also wouldn't, in the trailer when they take the card and they throw it into the spectator's hand and it changes, the spectator is then holding on to the gimmick. So I think if someone did that in my hand, I'd want to look at the card, and they can't. So what do I think about overall just by watching the video? I think it's one of those tricks that if the gimmick was included would look quite good on social media, but I think it's too fragile to do in the real world. Another version that you could do is either Jay Sankey's paper clipped or something like that. So take the card out, throw it into their hand. Yes, you don't get that visual change, but I think if you're good enough at scripting, kind of telling people how the trick went, you could kind of get away with it. Another point, when you've got the 4 pieces that he's torn up and you put them into their hand, the 4 pieces that he's ripped, he does a switch, and when the 4 pieces like come out the other side, they're all perfectly cut, which I think everyone would see. Which is one of those things that it looks right but feels wrong. Yeah, David Williamson's trick, kind of where the right card, wrong card. I'd do that version instead. You can do it with any pack as long as you kind of obviously got the duplicates that you need. I just can't recommend this. The fact that it's sent out, yeah, just save your money really. Learn sleight of hand, learn a good switch. Apart from that visual change that I said looks good on social media, I just can't see this being worked in the real world. That's my review. I would have done a longer one if the gimmick was included, but I'm not going to go and make one up, because if you look at how he makes it and he struggles to make it on the video, one thing, when he's teaching you how to make it, they're using the invisible thread. So you can't really see what he's doing. What they should have done is use like a colour thread going, this is where it's got to go. That's my review. Save you money. Buy a book or something else instead. David Williamson lecture. That I think you can get from PropDog or anything. Check that and said it's so much better. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your lockdown. Bye.
Cheers for that, David. So there we got a nice honest review, and it's nice to have reviews that are pretty crap anyway. I mean, sometimes it's nice to review something that's brand new coming out, but sometimes it's just nice for you to know what the old things are and if they're any good. So if Error 404 was good, it would have been like, oh, I didn't know about that. It's an old one. I'll invest in it. So yeah, didn't know it was going to be that bad, but at least we know. The next one we've got is Charlie Robinson, who has reviewed The Switch by Shin Lim. So on with Charlie for his review of The Switch.
Hi guys, I'm Charlie Robinson and I'll be reviewing The Switch by Shin Lim. First of all, I want to say thank you very much to Dave Bonsall for sending me this to review. So what is The Switch? The Switch is essentially a signed card to a possible location. A folded up card is put on the table and the spectator puts their hand on top. A playing card is selected and signed from a deck of cards. After the deck has been shuffled, the spectator removes their hand, you take the card, unfold it, and it's the signed card. So, that's the effect. Is it what I expected it to be? Yes. Yes, it is actually. If you have owned any of Shin Lim's previous products, then you can probably guess the method involved. I'm not going to give away too much, but it involves quite a lot of DIY to construct the effect. Let's get on to the pros and cons. I'll start with the cons first. What are the cons? So first of all, you have to construct the effect. You get a few things in the envelope to help you do that, but you do have to construct it, and it can be quite fiddly to do so as well. Second of all, the online video has 2 camera angles, and it can be very hard to see what he's doing because they're quite far zoomed out. And also the music in the background of the video is very loud. You can hardly hear Shin talking over it. Another con for me as well is, and this is the main one, it's unpractical. I wouldn't use this personally at all. I feel the gimmick is unreliable in some ways, and I think that there are other ways to perform the switch of the card. For example, if there was a card here, I think if you can do a Mercury fold, then I would quite happily have another card here, pick it up and simply do a cross in the gaze as I give it off to someone else. I don't think that this gimmick is necessary in order to perform a switch of a playing card. Another method would be, for example, Jay Sankey's paper clipped. That would be another good way to switch a folded up playing card. I don't think this is a good way to switch a card. I think it's quite well priced for what it is. The thinking behind it is very clever, but unfortunately I don't feel it is usable in the real world, and not even on camera. I wouldn't even use this on camera. Shin Lim's trailers can be very deceptive, so obviously when I got it I was a little disappointed, but I sort of knew what to expect. So in my opinion, The Switch by Shin Lim, I wouldn't buy it. I would look at other ways to switch a folded playing card, such as a cross in the gaze or paper clipped by Jay Sankey. I think those would be far more practical ways to switch a folded up playing card. So that is my review for The Switch by Shin Lim. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to switch a folded up playing card, save you money and learn some other switch like crossing the gaze. Thank you very much.
Charlie, thank you for that excellent review. And again, it's good to know that honest review out there. I mean, I didn't pick these tricks because they were crap. I just went for the drawers and just grabbed some random stuff and just thought, oh, we'll send them out for review. So we still got travel that's going to be reviewed. I can't remember what else I sent out. There's a few other things that are going to be reviewed.
Also,
hopefully they are slightly better.
You can review stuff on the website. You can pop a review at the bottom of anything you've bought, good or bad, a good, honest, fair review.
Always welcome a review, yeah. We always recommend, if you've got something and you don't like it, leave a bad review on the site. Put a 1 star on it. If you like it, put a 5 star. If you're mediocre, put 3 stars. But yeah, please do review stuff, because we don't always know what things are like. We certainly don't get a chance to look at everything. But yeah, it's just good to have some honest reviews. And
well, it's like Impossible. We didn't get a chance to look at it. It keeps selling.
Yeah.
So we're under the assumption everyone's really happy with it.
Yeah.
Whereas if we read a few reviews, we'd be able to warn them if they haven't seen it. So
yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, Shin Lim, you know, Shin Lim is renowned, as Charlie says, for not being, well, you're not necessarily going to be able to do what you see in the trailer. And I don't say it's misleading. Well, it could be misleading. And they certainly don't con you like Sans Minds do. But well, he did in 1 or 2 of his earlier ones. But yeah, it's more. Yeah, if you're Shin Lim, you can do it. But if not, then not. So. Right, we're going to talk about this very quickly, are you?
Yeah, well, I'll talk about both very quickly, shall I?
Talk about that one.
Oh, you sneaky!
Oh. I can't help myself at times.
Dave's got this thing going where actually you managed to fool me. I am your sucker for anything. Like I'm just
Yeah, it used to be Jason, now it's you. Well, it used to be Dean, then Jason, then you.
I'll keep on thinking. I'm going to be wise. I'm going to be wise to it. So we've got this in, which is the solution by Michael Murray.
$21.99.
And it's a wather thin, but it is his routine for the Rubik's Cube. It's not a no gimmick Rubik's Cube is required. Mm-hmm. It is a devastatingly good routine. You can do it stage, parlour, close up, walk around. It's absolutely brilliant. And the general theme is that the cube gets mixed up. A spectator, you give it to the spectator behind their back. They turn the cube as much as they like, and when they bring it out, it's solved. And the look on their face is seriously, oh my gosh, I've just solved the Rubik's Cube behind my back. It's amazing.
How the hell does that work?
It's ingenious. It's ingenious. And if you don't want to spend 200 odd quid on a gimmick, although having said that, I am going to buy Venom Cube and John Lennor's Cube Tube. But if you just want to learn, it's basically one lot of script, and you get a link as well, which gives you the mix that you need to know. So you've got a link, so it's a video as well as the booklet.
Awesome. And
it's a wonderful, simple, direct routine with a Rubik's Cube. You don't even have to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube, to be honest. Brilliant, amazing. $21.99.
Okay. Right, in that case, it must be time for Alex's book corner.
Hey!
Over to you.
Here we are.
Bobo can be your audience.
Hello, Babes. So this week it is Unveil Part 1. I'm not sure there's going to be a Part 2. I hope not. Part 1 by Manos Katakis, or I'm not sure. I'm assuming he's Greek. He's a pretty well-known mentalist. Hangs out with Michael Murray, and who wrote the wonderful Solution, as well as other people, Pete Turner and things like that. And I think this is his first book. It's a collection of 5 of his mentalism routines and 1 essay. And Manos comes across as a really nice guy. So that's good for a start. He's obviously got a bit of a sense of humour, and it's a really easy book to read. But you kind of doesn't take long to read. It's only 5 effects, and I have to say that the effects are meh. They do work, but it's stuff you've probably, if you've done any mentalism before, you have come across all of these methods before. It's the same old, really. Just 5 effects, slightly mixed up. The first one is actually quite good. The first one is called Brick Opener, and you toss a coin. You've got 2 paper bags. You toss a coin, and obviously 1 bag you put over their head, nothing falls out, and the other one's got a brick in it, so that falls, and that's a good trick. It's a nice way of controlling a coin toss, so granted for that. So that is the one trick in the book that I would ever consider doing. The next one is a card trick with blank cards. That's a mixture of equivoque plus something else. if you're gonna do a mentalism trick with cards, get Acetopes by Ben Blau. Loads in there, much better than Manos's version. Then you've got 2 tricks based on what mentalists call the Tequila Hustler principle. So if you're going to do a witch hand effect, it came out, I think Mark Elson was the first person to publish the Tequila Hustler. So that's a principle with witch hand, and you ask them various questions and you're able to tell which coin or whatever the object is, which hand it's in. He's expanded on that, but basically mentalists call it the Tequila Hustler method. I think the layman would just call it logic. It's very thinly veiled logic. So it's more of a puzzle and a riddle that they've converted. Mentalists, I guess, it's all about acting and your performance, and maybe you can get away with it, but I think to be honest, there are plenty of other ways, surefire ways of doing a witch hand that requires none of this. Now put it in your left hand, do something honestly, kind of wordplay that I believe will open you up to anyone who's been to school for till they're 16, will probably see through. Then you've got the essay, which is this rather nothing particularly, not a new topic of whether or not mentalism should be propless or not, and whether or not the method and I don't know, it's alright, it's a few pages, nothing really outrageous in that. And then finally you've got a trick which is called Invisible Die, where you have a dice and they roll it and they can choose, obviously it's invisible, so they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Again, I mean, I don't know how many plots have used the invisible die. This one requires, it requires outs plus a switching device plus various other things. I mean, you know, I think anyone could come up with the tricks in this book if they're familiar with any methods of mentalism or switching devices or the concept of multiple outs. You just come up with this stuff. And then to really sort of kick you in the nuts, it's how much is it? It's $51.99.
Wow.
$51.99. The crediting's really good.
But that's not what you want to pay $51.99 for crediting, is it?
No, your best bet is just to come in here and look who he's credited and go and read one of their books. I mean, anything by Max Maven, you've got Prism, which I can't think of, probably much less than, don't know how much Prism is. I mean, really, last resort, if you're really, really stuck for any mentalism ideas, or you want to be able to control a coin toss, but there are other ways of doing that as well. Do you know what? I really wanted it to grow on me, like Distilled did, because I thought Distilled, not very many tricks in it. Is it worth it? Is it not? And then every trick grew on me. You know, I was sort of spending the night pondering, going, oh, actually, that's really quite good. And the more I played with it, and this just got worse and worse as I thought more and more about it. So there you go.
There you go. It's nice to have there's quite a few bad reviews today, isn't it? It's like 3 bad reviews in one day. See, that we can't always be, you know.
I'm sorry, but he's a nice guy and he hangs out with some good people. I just can't see it. I mean,
see, as well as recommending what to buy, we also want to recommend what not to buy. Very important.
Yeah. But there you go. But we have got it in stock, ready to ship.
If you're a gazillionaire. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Look. So it's the same price as this, which is a definite 8 minutes of
quality routine.
Quality stand-up routine. Yeah. So there you go.
Right, well, there we go. So, that's all to talk about today. So, we'll finish up on the comments very quickly. And it's been an hour and 30 seconds, another hour and 40. We could have watched a movie. They could have watched a movie in this time.
Yeah, but they've got Nicolas Cage and Rick Astley, haven't they? So.
Well, part of me thinks we should cut it down by 40 minutes. But then, I don't know. So I mentioned last week, I like watching the Joe Rogan show. And that's 3 hours. And, yeah.
Oh, well, it's tough. Well, we had a lot. We've had lots in.
We're down to 63 at the moment. We were up to about 80 or 90 at some point, I think. So we lost a few people, but that's not bad. I mean, as long as you guys don't mind hanging on, we will keep on going for a bit. So, right, last for the comments, then we'll finish up for the day. So, Jason, I thought it was Jessica Rabbit, says Sean Man.
Oh, I fancy Jessica Rabbit.
I couldn't do that. I'm 5'10". My wife's 4'8". I don't think I will get her dress, in her dress, I think he means, yeah.
I don't even get in her drawers.
Jason says, I've been banished, Andy. Thank God for maternity clothes. How many table savants do we have, guys? I think we only have 2, I think. Yeah. Roy Brownlow, what's Dobbo's dollar?
Oh,
what's Dobbo dollar do? Doesn't it say on the product description?
Yeah, it's a gag kind of thing.
Okay, we'll have a look at that. Great show, says Nick. Thank you, Nick. Much appreciated. Andy Tingley says, only Shin can do Shimlin's tricks, but he's a bit good. Yeah, he is, isn't he? I had to follow him once at a lecture in Blackpool. Yeah. In fact, no, it was a performance as well. Yeah, so in the live performances in the Horseshoe Arena in the centre bit. Yeah, so I go on to do my sort of close-up show, and then I go on, or queuing up to go on, to realise Shin Nim is before me getting a standing ovation. Oh, tough. Can you send the switch to Otter to blow up, says Charlie Robinson. We could do, yeah, but it's quite small to blow up. I think we need to get something bigger for him to blow up. Good reviews, guys. Well done. Thank you, says Andy Tingley. Yeah, you're most welcome. Excellent review, Charlie, says Otter. Great reviews. Shame about the attire, says Jason. Ripper, I'll get it back to you by Wednesday, says Brian Robinson. Okay, thanks for that, Brian. There's no hurry on it, mate. No hurry at all. So we've got Ripper, we've got Travel, and there was something else I sent out as well. Totally agree, says Jason. Anything by Michael is amazing, says Charlie. Ben Allen, the solution is absolutely fantastic and have used it for a long time. Would definitely recommend it, says Ben Allen. George Grayson, can we have a close-up on the non-magnetic Morgan dollar, please? Yeah, absolutely. Let me just get the camera back on.
Which one?
While we're there, have you got the
non-magnetic one?
The non-magnetic one. In fact, put the magnetic one next side by side, and the shell as well, so they can see the other side.
Is that one magnetic?
So,
I don't know which one's.
Yeah.
They're so powerful. It's hard to know which one's magnetic.
That's non-magnetic. Non-magnetic. That's magnetic. There we go. So we'll get a close up on those two. And if you want to get that one out as well. Oh, that's magnetic as well. Which one's magnetic? That's magnetic as well.
So they're so good we can't tell.
Well, there you go. So let's get this on.
Hey, bud, can you open this for me?
There you go. Right. So this one here is well. Right. So these two are non-magnetic, and that one is magnetic. This one is so that one is magnetic and that one is non-magnetic. Let's get on the other side, so you can see there, and on the other side over here.
So basically the magnetic coin is the replica with a magnet inside.
Yeah, yeah.
So they are exactly the same coin.
And there's the shell, so we've got the shell next to those. So non-magnetic, magnetic, and the shell, the coin and the shell on that one, and the other side, as you can see on there. There we go. And Bobo's having great fun there with a bit of plastic. There we go. Happy? Right. What else we're going to talk about very quickly? You're going to show the.
I can't find Dobbo's dollar. It's basically a gag coin. I'll bring it out next week.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you're worried about the coins, they are all from the same mint, so the magnetic coins are exactly the same coin. They're just magnetic. There's no difference.
And the jumbo coins are identical as well.
Yeah, so you can't. Yeah, perfect.
Right. Okay. Baldy and Alex Shells love hello. Just noticed that. Yeah. Baldy up there, and Alex. Alex smells. Not shells. Yeah, Alex smells. Can we have a close? Oh, we've done that one already. Prism is $45.99. So Charlie, thanks Charlie.
Yeah. Harper Crown. Yeah, you
just
see.
Got a Harper Crown instead. Yeah. Again, quite expensive.
I mean, if I looked across the bookshelf, the mentalism section, just about. I mean, there's. Oh,
so much. Is Prism good, Charlie? Yeah, Prism is excellent. We sell out of it all the time. Working my way through Max Maven's DVDs I recently got from you. My word, he's good, isn't he just? He's a legend for a reason. Kevin Dunn says, quick joke, just lets it walks into a bra. Okay. Jason walked into a bra early, didn't he? On topics of what not to buy, who are Sans Mines now trading as? I think they're still trading as Sans Mines, Brian. But I think they've just closed down the. Wait, pack it in, you. They've just closed down the online shop, so they're probably just going to go through Murphy's or someone else, I guess. Although with the reputation, I wouldn't be surprised if they shut down and rebranded as someone else with a better reputation. Maybe not, depends what they do. Wouldn't want a show to be a single minute shorter, says Otter. Thank you, Otter. Any estimate on price for Rubenstein Coin Magic? Alex, do you know on that one?
£70.
£70. There we go. But it's a thick, heavy book. I mean, it's a monster of a book. It's going to be amazing. Thanks for the show, Dave and Alex. Says George. Great show, lads. Stay safe, says Andy. Cheers, Alex. Dave, take care and hope to see you soon at PropDog, says Nigel. And I hope to join you back on stage soon, Alex. So, guys, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for staying through a massive... how long's it been now? 1 hour 40 odd minutes, so yeah, it's a long time, but we do appreciate you all joining us, and we will see you again next week, maybe for a slightly shorter show, but we'll see how it goes. Just gonna play it from here. So have a good weekend and enjoy the sun. It's going to be a good one.